Hello book friends, welcome back to my channel, The Book Judge. It has been quite some time since I last filmed a video. I was just getting ready to recommend books for Christmas when I got a very bad sore throat, lost my voice, then my Facebook channel for The Book Judge got hacked. I was charged thousands of dollars for things I did not buy. So my husband and I have been disputing and fighting those charges, so I had to shut down my Facebook page, The Book Judge. It is no more. Then after that, my husband started working from home, so I had to give up my office/library, and I've borrowed a room upstairs. Hopefully I'll get that office back soon. I think his work will take him elsewhere. And in the midst of all of that, I got Invisalign braces. I was given a CPAP for breathing at night, and then the snowstorm came. Part of my family traveled back to the Midwest to see family and visit the farm. On the way home, they got caught in the snowstorm in Kansas, in Missouri, and then traffic was backed up in Monteagle in Tennessee for 6, 8, 10 hours, and part of my family, well, they were stuck in that. So there's just been a lot of events that have kept me from recording, but I'm in a new location. And my first part of this video, I'm not wearing judge robes because I haven't judged these books yet. But these are tried and true books for the little ones who might be home because school's been canceled for days on end. And curl up with a good book by the fire if you can, by the heater, by the radiator. Part 1 is for the little ones. Part 2 is for the adults. So let's get started. Number 1, a tried and true book that teaches wonderful lessons to little ones is Brave Irene. Now that glare on the video is going to drive me crazy, but we're going to go ahead. This is what the cover looks like. This story is a favorite. It teaches us that little ones are more aware of some of our adult challenges than we sometimes realize, and they want to step in and they want to help. And if you've ever watched Finding Nemo, you know the father's always saying, "You can't do this." Nemo often proves him wrong. In the spirit of that movie, this book is far better. It teaches us a little girl does understand duty and the job for her mother that needs to be accomplished and the perilous conditions in which she needs to carry out this duty. This is a wonderful, sweet book with a very happy ending, and I recommend it for everybody. Grandmas and grandpas, you'd love to read this to your grandkids, aunts and uncles, moms and dad. This is a curl up by the fire book, and you're gonna love it. Number 2, if you have very little ones and this is their first winter or second winter and they're learning the differences between the seasons, I recommend First Winter. And of course, Eric Carle is a favorite among parents and kids alike. And this is a very simple board book that you can open time and time again. It will last forever. The pictures are very engaging. The fact that a caterpillar can live on a snowflake and make it through winter is a little bit interesting, but kids like following this caterpillar on his journey. I was first introduced to Eric Carle, I believe in kindergarten or first grade, which would have been mid to late 70s, and I remember his very first book that I received where the caterpillar is eating holes through all the fruit, and so it captured me then, and this same little caterpillar captures little one's interest in winter. So this is book number 2. If you have an older child, you can set that older child to reading this to the younger children in your life. Darling book, grab it today wherever you can find it the cheapest. The next book I'm about to recommend is an antique, and I've looked it up online and it costs a lot of money to buy. It is no longer being published. You may be able to find it in a library, but I was 4. I received this in 1974, and my Uncle Lewis, who lives near Denver, Colorado, sent this to me as a gift because he knew I liked reading and he knew I liked pictures. I was an early reader, and it's mostly because I wanted to know how the story ended, and if my mom didn't finish it, I knew I had to learn the words for myself. So this is a very old book called Hamilton Duck, and it is a sweet book. The pictures are engaging. I remember trying to draw these pictures myself. The color usage is wonderful, and if you read it very slowly, kids are going to catch on what is about to happen, what Hamilton Duck discovers about wintertime. It's a sweet read, it's innocent, it's fun. It's about life on the farm. Of course, growing up in a rural community, this book hit home with me, so I'm always thankful to Uncle Lou for sending me this. This book is very, very old, and it's worth a lot of money. Hopefully you could grab it at a used bookstore, a thrift bookstore, maybe even try the library. Not my first choice, but it's a sweet book for little ones. And again, older kids can read this to little ones if that would help you if mom needs a break with everybody at home. The next book, since we're all trapped in, I would say adults and children would like Snowflake Bentley. This book actually talks about the gentleman who spent his life photographing and developing the photographs showing all the similarities and differences between snowflakes. We know that no two snow crystals are ever alike, and how this young man became interested in the study of snow and what he did to capture it on film so that we could better understand the science behind a snowflake is incredible. Snowflake Bentley was a favorite of my kids during their homeschooling years, and they will still pull it out on a snowy day like we're having here in Tennessee to read it. It is a true story, and it's very interesting. It is a good science book. It's a good homeschool book. It's a good family book. And when I need to be reminded of something and about snow crystals or the science, when my mind is just having those questions that want answers, I pulled this book out, and I highly recommend this book for your family. It's just a lot of fun to curl up, read. Each snow crystal is miraculous, and this book captures that. It's really magical and true for all the kids who've ever sat by the radio, the television, their phones, hoping that their school gets called off because of snow. This book is for you. This is just a darling book. It's a quick and easy read. Again, older kids could read it to younger kids, but it's a book worthy of having on your shelf. This young man, who appears to live in Russia or the Ukraine or perhaps Poland, is walking around his cold city warning all the adults it's going to snow. He's not really warning, he's wanting it to snow. The adults brush him off and say, we've seen cold gray skies like this before. It will never happen. But it does, and how this takes place is funny. So if you've been that kid hoping for a snowflake that will turn into a blizzard, this book is for you, and he makes the most of it. This is a delightful book. It is worthy of keeping on your shelves. Get this book wherever you can find it cheapest today, and keep it for future snow days to remind your kids when they're stuck inside how beautiful snow really is. Someone reached out to me and recommended Winter Sleep. This is a great book. It discusses what animals, insects, creatures, amphibians sleep during the winter. But it's all done so sweetly and so interestingly, you don't realize you're really reading a science book. You're really reading about animals and seasonal changes and time. And the pictures are stunning. The paragraphs are short. This is a book you could either read in a day if you had, a good hour to explain some things to your children, or you could just take it day by day and have them draw some of the creatures that you've talked about that sleep during the winter. So for all the school teachers out there looking for assignments when school opens back up, this would be a great book for you, for homeschoolers, for homeschool co-ops, for just kids who are curious about winter, where the animals go, what they're doing when we can't see them, and what's going to happen when winter is over. This book is for you. It's a good reminder for those of us who know, and I found the pictures to be very engaging, and I think you will too. So for everybody who's snowed in, please get these books. Please find them. Get them to your house as quick as you can, but do it on a budget. You don't have to shop at Amazon. You can go wherever your books are cheapest. I have been employing thrift books as of late, Abe Books and Alabri Books. I recommend those to you. I also have a local used bookstore where if we can make it off of our ridge, I can go there and often find these titles. So get these books at a price you feel comfortable with and read them to the little ones you love during the snow days. Thank you so much for hanging in there for me. I didn't get to record anything due to voice loss, due to getting Invisalign braces, due to having my Facebook channel hacked, due to traveling, due to being stuck in snow, due to all kinds of things. So thank you for hanging in there with me. I'll be coming out with more videos. Hopefully the progression and speed of those videos will pick up. It does take time to edit and post. My Facebook channel is gone due to being hacked, so we're just sticking with YouTube, and you can still reach out to me at bookandgavel@gmail.com. Thanks a bunch, and happy winter, happy snow, and enjoy these books with those you love. Goodbye.